Could you imagine being the early settlers coming up through the Midwest and then just going through hundreds of miles of prairie like this? I think that'd be epic. Greetings from Dystopia, episode 130, The Best Laid Plans, part 2. I was planning on walking at the butterfly park, but when I got over there, there's a lot of people. Way too many people. So we're going to go over to the old bridge. Like I said yesterday, today I've got a lot of stuff going on that's unrelated to the video. It's unrelated to my stuff. They tore out that old house. Maybe we'll walk through and I'll show you guys that. So I got to get out and get my walk done and get a short little video for you guys today. But I have... Oh, shut up! The proximity warning on this van is like spastic sometimes. Yesterday when it was raining, the rain would run over the sensor and it would start beeping. But yeah, so there's enough leftover material from yesterday where I'll put in some more of the questions that I answered. A little bit of yesterday's walk. It turned out to be really nice up in the woods. It hadn't rained there, apparently. Or if it did, it was a very light drizzle. So I was able to do that whole southern loop in the park, which is right around 4 miles. Let me download from my watch here. So I'll mix that stuff in along with today's quick walk. Take some time to process the data. Can you give me yesterday's distance? 4.46 miles. Bad. But off the top of my head, okay, quick numbers in my head, that looks like 1,951 miles. 51. I'll have to add it up pull out my spreadsheet and add up all the miles. I should be hitting 2,000 miles here pretty soon, since September 20th. So, yeah, I gotta get that added up. Anyways, let me convert you guys. We'll go for a walk. I'll show you the old house they bulldozed down. Did I just say I'd take you and show you the old house? There's nothing left of the old house. Walk down here. Trying to find my way down. Oh, hey, that was... Thankfully that was mud. I looked down for a minute and it looked like it might have been a pile of dog poo. But now you could imagine this cleaned up with a nice, I was going to say stately lawn, but you know what I mean. You know, just a regular lawn. And I know you can't see it here, but the bridge is right over there. Right through there. So just think about it. If this was clean, leave the tree, but trim it up some. Down to the view of the river. The old house sat over here. Oh. Sat right in here. Obviously, you can see where it was. Just beautiful. Like I said, it was not a fancy home at all. But, given the location on the river and all the other stuff, it would have been, for me anyways, a nice place to be able to walk down, fish on the river every day. It's a great piece of property though. Nice and big. But this is that old garage / barn. Got something stuck in my shoe there. Freaked me out there for a second. Somebody came up to go fishing. But yeah, if I was them, I would leave this old... See, it looks like a stable, don't it? With the little doors in there. I would leave this here and turn it into, I don't know, maybe make it bathrooms, you know, why not? But you can catch glimpses of the old fence back there. You go around. It's just a great piece of property. And look at these trees. Just beautiful. So yeah, the house sat in that biggest hole right there. Was a modest home. I don't know, 1,500 square feet tops. But yeah, I could just imagine this. So it was kind of done a little bit backwards. The living room actually sat on that side with the windows there. It was like a window here and a window here. But there were 4, I think, smaller windows across the front of the house. The entrance was right here. Had a nice big fireplace. I saw it one day looking through the window. But yeah, and then this is down towards the river. Yeah, it's just something like this, but way up in the North Woods. Along a little creek. My buddy Jim, he sent me a few pictures from a place in Michigan that he goes to, and the deck on the cabin, the porch on the cabin, is literally spitting distance from the river. I forgot, Jim, is that on the Al Sable? I think he said it was on the Al Sable. But yeah, that's really nice. That's really nice. A lot of the grass breaking off and floating up. Such a pretty day. I don't know if I said it at the beginning, but it is 76 degrees and the humidity right now is just flipping perfect. This is a perfect summer morning. I won't even say day yet because it's still early. Oh, I hope I caught that on video. I didn't see what it was, but something right there dead center splashed big time in that grass. I'm going to take a guess and say it was probably that big common snapper. There is a big one out here. A couple weeks ago, I saw him come up down over there, and he's about as big as a garbage can lid. Alright, let's go this way. Look at those clouds, will you? I'll go back and play with this one because a lot of people like that one. Of course, I cannot see. The sun's up there. Alright, I'll see how that one works. I really like the one where I was just kind of shadowed out. Episode 128. At the end of it, I captured those stills from the video where the GoPro was actually facing down at the water, and you can see the shadow of the reflection of the fly rod going straight out. I don't know what it was with those 3 shots, but they got my attention too. They got me attention. I could just imagine this. Well, in the spring it was absolutely beautiful. The catalpa trees when they had all of their blooms out. It's just so pretty. Yeah, we're talking about the diet stuff. Do I still use Weight Watchers to track it? Yeah, I do. But like I said, I backslid 11 pounds. It's not that big of a deal, you know, in the grand scheme of things. I'm still down 60 pounds. But yeah, I am slowly getting back on it. And do I think it's worth the money? Doing the app only, I think is it 19 a month? I don't remember. I will probably stop using it. A, because it's, you know, an expense I don't need right now. And it's pretty much corrected my mind. I hear more children coming. You know, got my mind back on the track of eat this, not that, you know. So that was, to me, was the biggest advantage to it, is it really showed me, you know, where all of the calories are sneaking in that's causing the weight. And the biggest question she had was, no matter what she does, she's still gaining weight. I'll be honest with you, it's simply this: you're not running at a calorie deficit. That's the thing. You're still eating more, you're still consuming more than you're expending. So you got to cut it back some. Again, look at salads, skip the dressing, or, you know, there's plenty of low-calorie dressings. That was the biggest thing for me, was when I did eat a celery. I like my dressing, and in particular blue cheese, and the stronger the better. But yeah, that's a lot of calories sneaking into a simple little salad. I'm trying to pull the mic. I'm actually using the mic today, because that's been a couple complaints about outside recording, especially sitting somewhere like this. So I'm using the mic. Let me stop till this family goes by. So yeah, so the weight thing is, no matter what you do, you have got to expend more calories than you intake, and that's the biggest thing. Different. So the fishing videos, yeah, I think I've answered most of those questions now. If I haven't, post up on the page on Facebook, post up on the YouTube video down below, or on the website. You can just create a generic comment. I did get asked again about forums. I don't really want to do forums, guys. Only because, you know, I have a Facebook page to manage. I have the website itself to manage, YouTube, which very few people comment there, which I would like to drive more of those comments to the actual video, because it immediately puts me in mind for what we're talking about. Sometimes when they're Facebook direct messages or what, I can't, I have to stop and think, or actually go back and take a peek through the episode to see what the questions were. More Raspberry Pi stuff, please. Yeah, I know. I'm failing at that one. I'll get back there. More on cooking stuff. They don't specify kitchen cooking related to the diet or camp cooking. Camp cooking, like I said, I'll probably do a piece up in Wisconsin while I'm up there. Oh yeah, please finish the pad thai video, the reboot. Yeah, that one is actually almost done. I was waiting till I made it one more time to play with some changes, because I had the suggestion to make it with, I forgot the Japanese name for it, but it's bonito flakes. So it's a fish flake for flavor. Apparently, this guy's favorite pad thai is actually made using, now I'm curious what that's called, I cannot remember, katsu obushi. It's a dried, fermented, and smoked skipjack tuna. But it's also known as bonito flakes. So yeah, I did pick that up. I just haven't done it. And that's the next evolution. Typically I use chicken or beef ramen. Because again, this is backpacker pad thai. It's got to be something you would carry with you. But because the flakes are dried, that makes a lot of sense to try. So I wanted to try a variation of that using just water and the bonito flakes and soy sauce. So yeah, I'll get that one going. Still more questions about my personal life. The people that know me know I'm fairly private. If I talk about something here, it's okay. What is your key to a good life? Wow. Do what I want, enjoy what I do. I remember reading something not long ago. It was on Facebook, one of these memes that was floating around, but basically it was, if it's not something you wouldn't talk about in the last moments of your life, don't waste your time on it. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but that's a pretty good motto. Anybody that knows me know I love fishing. I talk about fishing and the hiking and everything. It's one of those things that I don't know why I quit doing it. Backpacking and stuff years ago. I just kind of quit backpacking and camping. A couple of these I saved are pretty bizarre. Obviously, it's people that know me personally or know me on Facebook. One of them was talking about life and death, or life in death, or life after death. That's a personal one. I know exactly what she's referring to. Most of my Facebook friends know I had a long-term relationship years ago. Relatively long-term. Depends on your definition of long-term. But, yeah, anyways, she lost a child and a few months later committed suicide. So yeah, I don't know, that's a little close to home, but let me think about it for a little while. This one I kept it because it made me crack up. It's not crack up, but it's really not a question as much as it is a comment. It was essentially, I like watching your videos because of the fishing, but I do also enjoy the fatherly advice and the fact that you care about others around you, sometimes to your detriment. Yeah, I do. That's that's a lifelong thing. All right, I've answered a few questions. Some of the others are a little too personal, and I need to really think about whether I want to get that personal here. Yeah, it's time to go for a walk. I need to get my distance out. So let me put this stuff in the van, and we'll go for a walk. I'll wear the mic today since a lot of people complain about the audio sometimes when I'm walking. See you guys in a few minutes. All right, let's go get this walk out. Surprisingly, it's not that wet here. But as you saw in the video, when I left the house, it was pouring. And I was actually on the phone with my buddy Jim, and I opened the garage door, unlocked the car, ran out real quick and jumped in the car. But that rain, it was like ice coming down. That's the coldest rain I've ever seen in July in my XX years on this planet. That was another question. How old am I? Does it matter? I think I've actually said it before, but I'm 55. I'm not a spring chicken by any sense of the word. Probably should have put on bug spray. Yeah, they didn't get much rain here at all. and spin the camera around. The trail's actually dry. Yeah, we definitely got it at home. I definitely got it at home. I say we meaning the general population. But yeah. So that surprises me. I figured these trails were going to be wet. That's okay. At least I don't have to walk through the slush. Man, I'll tell you what. I'm already noticing this. I got some new socks yesterday. Thin, lightweight cotton socks. Me no likey. Yeah, they feel like I'm wearing pantyhose or something. So this is where we're at again. You guys should be familiar with this spot by now. Well, it's looking like the sun's coming out, and I need to put on a neutral density filter. How do they do that effect? There. Hopefully I got that one right. That to me is actually the most annoying effect, or trick, but I had to do it once. So that's why I did the camera pop. Plus I'm not actually going to hit this gimbal. I went with a really light ND4, so neutral density 4. I don't want it to be too dark. So yeah, my favorite part of this trail. It's just one of those spots where I have to actually look at the ground and pay attention. I leave the trips in now. Initially, when I started recording the videos, I would take them out because I didn't want people to see me being clumsy. It's human. Everybody trips. This is a section of the creek I've shown you guys before, but I've not posted. I've not actually fished this yet. Just heard a frog jump up here. So I've never actually walked all the way down here. Yikes. And it's quite steep going back up there. So yeah, I would come down here. I guess I would just jump across, because this is a rather large pool. It's probably 30 feet across here and probably 60 feet long. And you can tell it's actually pretty deep up along this bank here on the corner, because the current whips and chews away that bank. This is actually another one of the oxbows in the creek. And you can see it goes down here, curves, and then goes back there and turns again.